Okay, I think that we can get started. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the new members. We got a bunch of new people in the Discord this week, so just want to say welcome to your first Parliament session. This is where we do updates and we talk about proposals for nation building. Today, we're going to talk through a couple different things. So a recap of ETHDenver, how we're doing passport nominations and DAO nominations, and then also the Tribe Investment Fund. But just to get started, let's do a recap of ETHDenver. Tasia, do you wanna go through a recap of ETHDenver? I think you're on mute.
All right. So yeah, I was speaking to no one. Yeah, so ETHDenver was cool. Rob and I actually grew up in Denver, so it was nice to be back at home. While we were there, it was very clear that 2022 was going to be a year all about DAOs. So 2021 was all about NFTs and what they can provide, right? 2022 was all about DAOs and specifically DAO ecosystems. So it was good to go to ETHDenver. We got a lot of great market validation for what we're doing, and we're very well positioned moving forward in the space. We had some really great media interviews with a German journal, Handelsblatt, and we developed relationships with people over at CoinDesk and Decrypt. So made a lot of nice media contacts. We also had a lot of good school bus podcast talks. So we have our pimped out school bus painted purple, and we parked it right outside the venue, and we're just kind of pulling in people who are good or influential in the space onto it to have conversations. So we recorded a lot of these on Twitter Spaces, and we'll be releasing video shortly. But we have Zen Yang from Web3 Auth. We have Oren McMillan from Gnosis Safe, Matt Pruitt from Radical Exchange, Fabian Vogelsteller, who founded Web3JS, ERC20, and is now working on Luxo, which is an identity protocol. Ben Lakoff from Charged Particles, Andrew Klein from Doing Good, and then Zach Seward from CoinDesk. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff in Denver.
Those conversations were really incredible, and it was amazing to be able to talk to some of the thought leaders in the space. So really excited to share those with you guys soon.
Yeah, thanks, Tasia and Rob. The school bus looks awesome, so we're probably going to bring the school bus to other events in the future, and we'll promote those. And if you're ever in town, come hop on the school bus with us, and maybe we can do a fireside chat with you too. Also, as we're going through the Parliament, if you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the Chamber of Sapiens channel. We'll also have a moment at the end where you can ask questions and request to speak, because we do want to have feedback from all of you. So yeah, feel free to put that in the channel or wait till the end to ask questions and give feedback. In addition to ETHDenver, we also have a really exciting nomination campaign. So the Sapien Tribe founding member nomination campaign. So last week we nominated Sandeep from Polygon. He's the co-founder of Polygon, and for his contributions to Web3 infrastructure. And we are going to be nominating further individuals to receive passports based on our belief in their ability to contribute to the Sapien Nation. And we would really like all of your help. So we are going to be gifting some NFT passports, and the way that we're going to be gifting them is through these nominations. So there's two ways to nominate. One is through individual nominations. So we will be accepting community nominations, and you can submit the following to the Chamber of Sapiens. And we will also put this in writing in the Chamber of Sapiens, so no need to write it down right now. But to provide their name, a brief description of their contributions, and then why you believe they should be nominated. So that's how you nominate an individual. And we're looking for people who are sense makers, change makers, people who align with what we're trying to do in nation building. So if you feel like they would be a good fit, please nominate them. In addition to individual nominations, we are accepting DAO nominations too. So we will be accepting community nominations for DAOs. So similar to the individual nominations, if you provide the name of the DAO and a brief description of their contributions and why you believe they should be nominated, we'll be looking at those nominations and the community will be voting on them. And all proposals, we will be submitting them to Snapshot on behalf of the community, and all decisions will be reflected on chain. Rob, do you want to explain a little bit of what Snapshot is for people who might not know what it is?
Sure. Yeah. So Snapshot is sort of a DAO tool for recording proposals and voting. So right now, we're just going to use it to be recording decisions, but in the future, we're looking to open up to voting directly on Snapshot as well and community created proposals there. Yeah. So the last thing here, one of the things that we are looking to do is this creation of tribe investment funds, and it connects back to sort of the core of what we're doing with this idea of the Republic of DAOs. It's all about creating the tools for communities to support and invest in each other. And I think, yeah, this is going to be a really big part of the governance of the Sapien tribe. We're going to be focused on setting up a bunch of different funds to invest in different DAOs and bring them together. So we would love community support in doing this. We would love people's proposals for different sectors, different things that we should be looking at, different funds we should be setting up, and different DAOs that we can bring together. So, for example, we've been talking with a lot of nonprofits, particularly a few focused on addressing homelessness. So that's an example of one type of fund that we might want to set up. Yeah, I think this is going to be really powerful and really important to fulfilling our mission. So, yeah, send your proposals to the Chamber of Sapiens, and we'll send a message in the chamber about what your proposal should look like.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, as Rob said, we'll put directions in the Chamber of Sapiens, and the point of this is to really fund and also gift in terms of the NFT passports. People who are doing really wonderful things and have different perspectives. We want to have different perspectives and voices while we are building the Sapien Nation. So we would love all of your input. At this point, if you have any questions or feedback, we would love to hear it. So you can either request to speak and we'll bring you up on the stage, or again, you can drop your questions or feedback in the Chamber of Sapiens channel. So we'll just give a couple minutes for people to think about what we just went through and then providing feedback or questions. Ogundel NFT, I just accepted your request. So you should see a request to come up to the stage. All right, Umpendale NFT. I did invite you to speak to the stage. I'm not sure if there's a notification on your end. While we're trying to figure that out, I see that there is a question from Herzog in the Chamber of Sapiens. So how can we find out more about the grant program for tribes that Rob mentioned? Rob, do you want to take that question?
Sure. Yeah, we're still early on in formalizing this, but we'll be sharing more information shortly in the Chamber of Sapiens about what this will look like.
Looks like we have a few more people typing questions in the Chamber of Sapiens. Yeah, thanks, Herzog. Thanks for the great question. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Doing well. What's up?
Figured I'd fill some dead air. Just a quick question. You mentioned in the Discord, potentially the platform, like an alpha version or something, launching in April. Is that right?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
gonna be launching. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, that's the plan to launch the platform in private beta in April. Yeah.
Cool. Now, what kind of features will it be launching with, and how is that going to differ from the existing platform? What will like the private members in the new app be able to do?
Yeah, so this is sort of something we've been working on for a long time, and it's this the beginnings of the information layer piece that we discuss in the purple paper. So the platform will be focused on that sort of piece, so focusing on human curation and building the tools for people to come collectively together to curate content. And in addition, the creating a home for the passport, so integrating that and starting to have some of the social features that are critical to building that up. And then the idea from there is to build out the economic layer shortly after.
So it'll launch with the kind of the information layer, which is the ability to curate information. Does that mean kind of what it currently does? Like, so I find something cool, I post it, and then people can vote on it?
So the experience will look quite a bit different. Yeah, more optimized for more thoughtful curation rather than what the current platform is.
So functionally, it will do something similar, but it will look different. And then on top of that, there'll be some kind of integration with the ability to use the passport on the system. Am I understanding that right?
Yep, that's the idea.
What kind of functionality, like, kind of right off the bat, will the passport have on the platform? Like what? And on top of that, will only passport holders be able to gain access to the platform?
So no, it won't be restricted only to passport holders. We're still finalizing what exactly are the unique things the passport will grant. But yeah, we'll let you know more information shortly.
Yeah, Matt, to
Okay.
give you more context on this, we're just finalizing what the release schedule is going to look like for the platform, especially as we move from different stages. So right now we have an internal release that's being worked on. And then we want to slowly open it up to more and more people to collect feedback, etc. So, there will be an initial release with passport holders only April 13th, and then slowly we'll start to open that up, and then also, have a list of the features that are going to be released. Obviously, we just need to sit down, make sure that those timelines are good and reasonable.
That makes sense. Maybe I missed it, but is there, so, and this might entice people to become passport holders, but is there development underway and expected to be completed when the app gets released, that will allow passport holders to do some specific action on the platform, or is that just kind of all theory now?
No. That will be a part of the initial release on April 13th.
Okay, can you speak a little bit about what a passport holder will be able to do on the platform, or is that?
I will answer that. I will definitely be able to answer that next week. I'm not going to make any promises right now.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Those are all great questions. We do have another question. We have a couple more questions in the Chamber of Sapiens. So do you have plans to have an educational side to where you teach people about Web3? So this is something that we've talked about a lot because we want to bring nonprofits, small businesses who aren't in the Web3 space into the Web3 space to leverage the tools that we are building. There will have to be some kind of educational component where we're teaching people about the technology. What that looks like, we are still building. For example, we have an advisor, Debbie Hemeter from Lean In. She's the co-founder of Lean In, who is helping us around the language of making it more accessible, Web3 more accessible. So this is definitely something that we talk about on a daily basis on how we can make Web3 more accessible and have educational components around the tools that we are building. So yes, and if you have any feedback or thoughts on what that should look like, please let us know. That would be really helpful because I think that this is something. What we've learned at ETHDenver especially is that in order for this to scale, for Web3 to scale, there needs to be education. So we're all kind of learning together. Okay, another question. So from FM, I am new to blockchain and crypto, and I'm trying to figure out for myself what my journey is going to be in this. So as an individual with no established network of people and with little but growing knowledge on the subject, what can my contribution be in order to aid this novel idea? So there's a few different ways that you can really help. One is contributing to the Discord, and FM, I know that you've been contributing to the Discord, so we really appreciate that. And I think talking through the ideas that are outlined in the purple paper that Rob wrote, that's really helpful. Coming to events like the Parliament, that's helpful too. Just really being there for the events that we're hosting and being part of the conversation. I think that's what we want to see from the community because we want to build this together. In addition, if you have people through Discord that invite them. And then in addition to that, if maybe you don't personally know someone, but you want to nominate someone for in the space or somewhere in the world that you think would be good for the Sapien Nation, nominate them. So provide nominations for DAOs or people. You don't necessarily need to be involved with them or know them, but you've seen their work and you know what they do. Having those nominations is helpful too. So contributing to the community and nominating people is one of the best ways that you can help. Rob, Tasia, do you want to add to that at all?
No, I think you're spot on, Missy. Definitely, yeah, being part of the community, talking to people, it's yeah, one of the best ways you can help out.
Agreed.
Awesome. Thank you for such great questions, everyone. And Matt, thanks for coming up to the stage. Augundel NFT, I'm sorry that we couldn't get you up to the stage, but thank you for asking your question in the Chamber of Sapiens. We are going to have this at 10 a.m. PT every Friday. Thank you to those who voted on that. We hope to have more voting in our Discord going forward. Again, we're taking nominations, so we'll drop the information for that in the Chamber of Sapiens. We would love to see some nominations over the next few weeks. Other than that, let us know if you have any more feedback in the Discord, or feel free to DM one of us. And then Hertzoff later today. Hertzoff is a community member. He's actually in the audience right now. He's going to be hosting a voice channel today at 4 p.m. PT. We're going to have it in the Tribe Chats voice channel where we can all discuss parts of the purple paper. And he's going to be holding a daily voice channel for the next week, just to really bolster engagement and start talking to one another. And it's not going to be a stage setting like this. It's going to be more of, anyone can talk if you want. So please come to that if you are free, and we look forward to seeing everyone next week. Thanks so much.
Thanks, everyone.